Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I take responsibility for my inner fire and allow it to fuel my creativity. So, last day before Neptune goes direct, and this is potent, this is powerful. We have had Neptune in Pisces since 2012. This has been a long haul. And the final month and a half of this energy, about approximately that, is just going to be a really potent time for wrapping things up. So today is our last full day of Neptune retrograde. Anything retrogrades, a call to look within. So anything that's like kind of unraveling, showing up in your life, the work right now is just to like look within and ask, like, what is the spiritual significance of this for my life right now at this time? Because Neptune in Pisces, that's one of the big things, and recognizing that could help you have ahas with how to shift, change, and kick on out some of these lessons, some of these energies. We wake up to fire. We have some strong fiery energies as we have the sun and the moon, sun in Sagittarius, moon in Leo connecting, and we also have the moon in Leo connecting to Mars in Sagittarius. These are trines. These are happy connections. Hopefully you will wake up feeling like me as a Sagittarius with a Leo moon, feeling happy, feeling sassy, feeling joy. Wake up time doesn't necessarily always feel like joy, but hopefully that energy can fuel some inspiration, creativity, and just a heart-centered energy to look at the world. Now, to be fair, the moon in Leo can also connect us to ego. So do be aware of that, but I do feel like just even asking yourself, what is the spiritual significance of this, can help and support in this energy. That moon Mars, it's always interesting because Mars goes one of two ways. It goes inspiration and passion and like, let me go create. Or it's frustration and it's ready to attack. Watch for that. That's actually going to be happening a little bit later in the day, a little bit later in the afternoon or early evening. So watch for those energies coming in. It also is pairing with some watery squares. So we have Mercury finishing up over the next 2 days in Scorpio. Reaching those final degrees, Mercury is moving very slowly because it is still gaining momentum from the retrograde. So we're going to have the moon in Leo squaring Mercury, and then we're going to have the moon in Leo squaring Uranus. And we also have Mercury and Uranus building to an opposition, which is going to have tomorrow. This is going to peak some of the mental energies. It can peak some of the frenetic vibes, and the fire is ready to play. The fire is ready to send fireballs into that energy. So be aware of that at this time in these energies. Moon square Mercury, you might have a little tug of war between your emotions and your ego, your mind and your heart. We've just got these squares, and this energy can be intense. Anytime we've got Scorpio and Leo energies, it can definitely up the ante when it comes to intensity. So this could be conversations that suddenly go be aware, if we go back to the beginning of Sagittarius, be aware of the know-it-allness, even though we don't have Mercury in Sagittarius, with Mars, the Sun, and Venus already hanging out in Sagittarius, know-it-all energies could apply here. So be aware of that coming in and see if you can ground in and listen and hold space for possibilities. When I looked at the Astro today, a song I have not listened to in a million years popped into my head. I didn't even know who sang it. I couldn't even remember half the words besides Anything's Possible. But it turns out it's Anything's Possible by Johnny Lang. And this energy has a lot of potentiality, a lot of possibility in it. But you've got to be aware of your own shadows or, other people's energies coming in to snag you and drag you into the spiderweb, so to speak. So watch for that. Moon squaring Uranus could feel pretty triggery. Again, this might push buttons when it comes to your ego. While the moon in Leo is so wonderful, pride and ego is definitely some of the pitfalls. So watch for that energy. It's buttons being pushed, especially because Uranus and Taurus can definitely bring up energies around your personal worth, and that definitely can push some buttons, right? We round out the evening with the moon moving into Virgo. This is not going to be till late in the evening. It's going to be tomorrow for most people. That's definitely going to bring some grounding energy, and I think that is supportive. One of the cards we do have is the slowing down card, and I feel like with this Mercury-Uranus opposition, the grounding is supportive. However, it's also going to up the mental energies. So watch for what your mind is saying and remind your mind that anything's possible. Top of the cards is actually the possibilities card, and I pulled this after the song popped into my head. So I was like, all right, universe. The universe is doubling down on possibilities. Can you hold the space for possibilities? And even if it doesn't happen right now and like land in your hand like Jiminy Cricket, can you honor the space of possibilities? Sometimes it's not instant, and that's okay. We also have the celebration card. I always love this card. This is a card if I get by with a little help from my friends. But this card is also, until further notice, celebrate everything. And so see what you can celebrate. See what you can find gratitude. See where you can find the possibility of good in the energies today. I've also got the participation card. So body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. Engaging, calling in these energies and working together for whatever these possibilities are that you're wanting to bloop. That's the sound that possibilities make. Bloop. That bloop into your life, okay? So, Sun in Sagittarius, Moon in Leo. If you wonder why I'm silly and why I am this way, hello, here I am. This is my silliness in the energy field. So, speaking of the mental energies, we also do have the stress card. Take your monkey for a walk. Like I said, the mental energies are going to be increasing. This is the Mercury, Uranus energy. The image that I just got is like your spinal nervous system being strummed by these energies. So that's the image that I got in this energy. It can throw off the nervous system. It can throw off your sleep. It can throw off your mental patterns. It can feel frenetic. Just watch for overdoing. Watch for not being grounded. Do take that time to slow down. Do take time to connect into all of the layers of yourself, but also let it infuse the spirit of possibility. If you aim your arrow in that way, I don't know, really interesting things could come through. Go check out the Oracle card of the day from Seasons of the Witch. And besides that, you can book a reading. You can book 2026 year ahead readings, gift certificates, any and all of that. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and may your guiding light be strong. And know that you can trust the process. Namaste.